back. John Matrixx and Rhodes Rants. What's going on, Rhodes?
Yo, I'm back.
Rhodes Rants on Star Wars.
Yeah, that used to be my mantra. I'm trying to get it back that way, getting ready for D23 so the algorithm will pick me back up. That's why I'm putting out so many damn Star Wars videos all of a sudden.
Yeah, I just heard the feedback from when we went live, so I guess I really was gonna come in hot at first.
Yeah, it was pretty hot there for a sec. Yeah, when I first got in.
Yeah, hopefully I'm sounding okay, guys. This is a brand new mic. I have a new mixer too, so if the audio doesn't sound right, I'm troubleshooting as I go. So, but Rose thought the video I put out sounded okay, so we're just kind of gonna go from there.
Video sounded good, real good.
That's good.
A little hot on live, but good otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is so low when I record it into Adobe Audition, and then I bump it up because I think everything gets really, really kind of compressed down. So, but hopefully the notification goes out on this live stream. Just kind of thought of it out of the blue. We have...
I got it.
6 people watching right. It just went out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we got 6 people watching right now. If you wouldn't mind smashing that thumbs up button. And let's see here. Who we got? Stevie J Reviews is here. Says, hey, John and Rhodes. What's going on, Stevie J?
Stevie J. What's up?
He's in the house. Make sure you check out his channel. And let me get over here. Who else we got here? Chubby Teddy Monster Productions. I like that name.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Super pumped for you guys to get all thug life on this. John Matrixx has his thug life glasses on now. Yes, I do. And we have Uncompetitive here in the chat too. If there was a truth to the rumor that Daisy Ridley would be contracted to make a second sequel trilogy with only new cast members, I don't know about that.
No, I'm going to go no there. But, well, I'm going to go no with the addendum in 15 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
15 years, anything could change, man. I mean, she may be quitting. So you never know, man.
Right.
She actually may quit. Drunk 3PO with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much, guys. Super chats are very much appreciated.
What's up, Drunk?
Says, what's up, my friends? Showing support. Thank you, Drunk 3PO. Check out Drunk's channel. Puts out really good content. I'm a big fan of Drunk's channel.
Yeah, Drunk's the man.
Yeah. But we have, man, it seems like I've been putting a lot of Star Wars videos. There's always been something that's been coming up, from bad rumors to, crazy rumors to something legitimate. And
bad rumors is right.
Yeah. Now we have
string of bad rumors for like 10 days. I was like, oh, how much worse are they going to get?
Yeah. Now we have this George Lucas thing. And you probably saw the title of the stream and says, is George Lucas to blame for the sequel trilogy? I'm going to say no.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to say no.
Where did that come from? Who said that?
Well,
what did I miss today? I know I've been in sort of a black hole for the last 36 hours, but what the hell? Who said that?
Well, let's kind of dive into what happened with George Lucas when he sold the company.
That.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah,
so this is kind of my theory. So,
okay.
If you guys actually don't know, George Lucas sold his company to Disney back in 2012. If you don't know, you're living under a rock, but he did. And everybody was under the assumption that he sold 100% everything. He got nothing on the back end. But there is a rumor going around now, and this is actually brought out by Doomcock and by Gary and Neurotic, both really good channels, is that George Lucas still owns the rights to the characters from his movies, and that he gets a 25% cut on the back end if those characters are used. So Disney is going to fork out $4 billion. They don't want to pay him. So therefore, let's just destroy everything because he has this back end deal. And I did a little bit of research, and apparently a lot of creators had this in place. I think that same thing kind of happened with Star Trek, if I'm not mistaken. But
yeah,
I am not going to give Disney a break on this. I'm just not.
Oh no, no, no way. Yeah, I mean, if you look at once I got ready to do the video on it, and I did like 3 days. You know me, I'm turning over rocks. I'm gonna keep it real with you. 2 people that emailed me about the Mandalorian on the cool, I'm emailing them, trying to find out, is this the reason that the Mandalorian is not Boba Fett?
Yeah.
You know, and they sideswiped it. They went around it, and I couldn't get nothing out of it because this one looks bad.
Yeah.
Potentially looks massively bad. And if you look at every little thing, all the character changes to the original trilogy characters that came back, none of them have a significant likeness, maybe outside of Chewie in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. But somebody pointed out after my video, I had brought up, Lando's wearing the yellow outfit in The Rise of Skywalker, right? So it takes it out of the likeness of Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up too.
Somebody brought up after the fact, did you notice that Chewie had a double bandolier on in Solo? And I was like, oh shit, that's right. So that's another change that they made. I mean, what was the point of that? I didn't have no significant issue with that, but it just tells you, make changes so you can market it and keep 100% of the funds. This is accurate. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
The more I've absolutely thought about it in relation to Star Trek, I think this is real. I really do.
It probably is, but here's the thing. George Lucas sold this company, but you have to remember what he got. He got Disney stock, so he has a vested interest in Disney. So even if they were paying him on the back end, Star Wars is going into the toilet. They actually lost money on Solo. So that 25% royalty to George Lucas, if that's really happening, that looks pretty good right now. I mean, I would want to pay him that 25% than rather lose $100 million on a movie.
Right.
That makes...
Well, and I said in the video, look, if you don't sell a ticket or whatever, let's say you don't sell a figure, they're not selling new figures. 0% of 0 is 0.
Yeah, exactly.
You might want to sell a $10 figure and be content with making $750 off of it. Right. Instead of 0% of 0 is 0. So this whole thing just looks awful. I'm going to tell you, at no point, and I know everybody's really mad at Star Wars and everything, but for the sake of my channel, at no point have I given true consideration to boycotting, because I know there's about half of my sub base that wants an honest review on the movie.
Yes. And
this crap made me seriously consider it, because I was like, now that makes me mad.
Well, I'm going to say this. I'm going to be fair. When I see the movie, I'm going to give it a fair review. And what's going to probably cloud my judgment a little bit is seeing Palpatine. Well, depending on how they use him. But hey, I really like Luke too. And I hated Luke in The Force Awakens and Last Jedi. So if they destroy Palpatine, for me, being that he's my favorite character, that's like them destroying Han Solo for you. I'm going to be ticked really, really bad. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to give it a fair review. But I don't know if I'm expecting very much from this.
It's a dumpster fire.
Yes.
It's and this is from somebody that liked The Force Awakens, but it is such a dumpster fire. I mean, I don't know what to think now. It's this merchandising thing and really putting some thought into it and thinking, wow, they literally changed. They even changed the Falcon. Okay, they made enough
the
changes
radar dish.
to the Falcon. Yeah. Well, in Solo, it had an entire extra piece on it for most of the movie.
Yep.
I mean,
I guess technically now the Falcon isn't really George Lucas's Falcon anymore. Remember, because they uploaded L337 into it.
Yeah. Well, I try to ignore that.
Yeah.
Oh, the Falcon's a character. You know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. And the whole now the Galaxy's Edge thing makes more sense as to why there's no characters there. So anything related to it with a likeness back to the old characters in the original trilogy or prequel trilogy, George Lucas would have to get a cut. That would be part of that.
Right.
Would be Galaxy's Edge.
And let me intervene real quick, Rhodes. Somebody had brought up merchandise. Just want to let you know we have new merch in the merch store. I have a new T-shirt. I'm gonna show it to you guys right here, real quick. New design just came out. Not woke, not broke shirt. I think this is really, really cool. I came up with the words. My wife designed it, so it's her design. I really like it. I think this is my favorite shirt. I'm going to order my own tonight and get it. And you'll see me wearing that shirt on future live streams and in videos. So we have black, we have yellow. I really like this yellow right here. You guys can see that. Comes in gray, a lot of different colors. So check it out. Plus all of the other shirts that are there too. But this one here, that's a home run, I think, right there for me. So just throwing that in.
Go get it.
Yes, go get it.
Go get it. Mary Mayhem's in the chat. What's up?
What's up, Mary? Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Kind of lost her right there. Yeah. Drunk 3PO. Can John Matrixx really get mad? Did you see me in Commando?
God.
Of course, I can get mad.
I lied.
Come on. Put the knife in me.
Oh.
I watched that movie the other day. And
how often do you watch it?
Actually, I don't watch it that much, to tell you the truth. I really don't.
Okay, maybe I should rephrase. When you were younger and you like first scored it on VHS, how many times did you watch it in like the first month?
Man, I don't even know. I think I was only, that movie came out in 86, so I was 9 years old. But I tell you this, me, my brother, and my cousin, we used to react scenes in that movie outside in the front yard when we were kids. I love that movie, man.
That's wild. That's just wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching a member of our community, Stallone Fan 03, or I think is his handle. He uploaded the ending to RoboCop the other day.
Oh.
And I watched it like 3 times in a row. And that music started playing. I was like, whoa, you forget how cool that RoboCop music is.
Yeah. Yeah. Chubby Teddy Monster Production says, sweet shirt. Yes, it is, man. Make sure you get one. Make sure you get one. It'll help support the channel and everything here. So appreciate it. He also says, Matrixx don't drink Kool-Aid because he's always cool. Yeah. And Kool-Aid, it only tastes good with a lot of sugar. And I don't try to drink too much sugar. Especially when you're getting older, you can't be drinking too much sugar. Kool-Aid tastes horrible without sugar.
I like some Kool-Aid with my sugar. Yeah. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. But it is cheap though. Those Kool-Aid packages, how much are they? Like 10 cents a piece?
Yeah. I don't know how much they are now. It's been that long since I bought any Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And I can look at a picture of Kool-Aid and gain like 3 pounds of just fluid. So, and I know that from my bodybuilding days.
Yeah.
You know, I'd let myself have some Kool-Aid or something and be like.
Now, Mark Legend, I know where you're going with this. Says you said Endgame will not beat Avatar, but it did in close to 2.8 billion now. But here's the thing. When I initially said that this movie would get over $3 billion. Did I not say that, Rhodes?
I did too.
But that movie slowed down tremendously. And look at it. 2.8. Actually, it really didn't beat Avatar by much. You know? They did that little re-release and
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, and then at that, I think it's going to be short-lived because when Avatar 2 comes out, they're going to do a re-release of Avatar 1.
Oh yeah, and
no doubt about it. And it's going to pass. It's going to pass Endgame.
The Russos have admitted too. Avatar's going to pass them right back up.
Yeah,
not that I'm like this big Avatar flag waver or nothing. I'm really not. you know, but
Avatar it's going to. Let's see here. It's already. I think Avatar is going to pass 3 billion total when they re-release it because technically, Endgame wasn't really a true re-release because it was already in theaters already. It wasn't a re-release. They just added like 7 minutes of nothing in the movie just to get extra bodies in the seats. But Avatar is going to retake the lead. But Endgame, it did it. It did it. It did it. So congratulations to Endgame.
You've been throwing out predictions for The Rise of Skywalker on box office.
Yep.
Where do you think Avatar 2 is?
Oh man, it's too early to tell. But think of this: who is directing that movie? James Cameron. You realize how many billion-dollar hits James Cameron had? And James Cameron had billion-dollar hits when hardly any movie was getting billion-dollar hits. So you have to go back to Titanic. That was over $2 billion. No movies were hitting $1 billion then. He also had Avatar. Avatar had the record, 2.7 billion. 10 years ago, which is like 3.3 billion now.
Yeah. So
for sure, if you don't think Avatar 2 is going to do over $2 billion, you're sadly mistaken. That movie's going to do over 2 billion. No doubt about that.
Yikes. Okay. This is going to be our second steak dinner bet.
You don't think it's going to do over 2 billion?
No. No.
The movie comes out when in 2021?
And honestly, if he would have released the movie 4 years, 5 years maybe after the first one, I could have bought that pretty easily. It's been so long, and I see so much negativity around not caring anymore because it's been too long that I don't see it, but I don't know, you know.
See,
maybe I'm wrong. And I'm from somebody that I saw Avatar a lot of times. I actually saw it, I think, 3 times in the theater. Mm-hmm. I really liked the movie a lot. I just think we're at a different place because he released that, and one of the big things surrounding that movie was how phenomenal it looked.
Yes, it does look good.
Revolutionary 3D stuff. Well, all that's par for the course now. So, you know, in other words, most movies look really good in 3D now. So some do, some don't, but you get my point. It was the movie that brought it initially.
Yeah, but
and so I don't know. It's one thing I actually think Star Wars, and we don't talk about this, but I think we should sometimes. The original trilogy brought an innovative, never before seen special effect wave with it. Okay.
Yeah, true.
So as kids, it blew our freaking caps right off. Okay, nobody had ever seen anything like it. I mean, movies tried to replicate it and started using Lucas's, technology. He's got a whole VX business, or did.
Yep.
And I think what happens too, to a point, especially with the kids, we talked about the kids not coming back. Well, they go in and see a Star Wars movie. There's nothing special from a special effects standpoint to them at all. It's par for the course. I mean, it's just
Right.
run of the mill. Any Marvel movie has got those special effects. DC, any Batman versus Superman's got good effects in it. You know what I mean? In most places.
Yeah.
But you get my point. It doesn't affect them in the way that we was like, whoa, we've never seen anything like that ever.
So how much do you think it's gonna make?
Which one? Avatar?
Avatar 2.
I've got it about. I'm gonna go high and say 1.5 billion, and I'm hesitant to go that high.
Wow.
But I'll go there.
Dude,
1.5.
You do realize The Last Jedi made 1.3 billion?
Yeah.
The Last Jedi. If The Last Jedi can give 1.3 billion.
But it was Star Wars, and we didn't know how bad the film was. So don't.
But you should feel very, very comfortable that Avatar could get at least 1.5. I'm saying over 2. And you never know. James Cameron is very innovative, man. I mean,
let's ask
what he did with Titanic. That was groundbreaking technology. What he did with Terminator 2, groundbreaking technology. Avatar, groundbreaking technology. Yeah, what is the chat thing? How much money do you think? Put it like this. Let us know in the chat. Do you agree with me that it's going to make over 2 billion? Or do you agree with Rhodes 1.5 billion? Because I think it's definitely going to be over 2 billion. I don't see a movie that made 2.7 billion and then the sequel comes out and it's going to make, one. I think Rhodes probably really thinks it's going to make like 1.1 billion. I think that's what you really
1.2.
1.2, less than The Last Jedi.
Really, really and truly about 1.2. But
wow.
But I'm giving you a $300 million.
But you also
what
have
do they
to
call it
remember
in
this.
betting when you give them the over under, whatever they call it, plus minus. That's what it is, plus minus.
Well, you're gonna have to realize this also, that it's most likely gonna come out only in 3D, like Avatar 1 did. It was strictly 3D. You had to watch the movie in 3D. So I don't see that changing.
Yeah, I don't know. There's your extra 300 million, man, to get it to 1.5.
I mean, how much is a 3D ticket right now? Is what, $15? So probably in 2021, it may be like $16, $17 to go see that movie.
Yeah.
So that's why I said it's definitely going to break over 2 billion.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I mean, from a standpoint of, I want to see it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how fired up are you for it?
It's so far away, so I'm not really fired up because it's too far away right now.
Well, we're going to get a lot of Avatar quickly because they're hitting us every other year for 3 years in a row.
Yeah. And you notice that they're not matching it up with Star Wars either.
No, that's the offset every other year.
Yeah. Because Star Wars comes out in 2022.
Yeah.
And by that time, man, I mean,
maybe.
Speaking of now, considering that Star Wars is pretty much killing off all of the Skywalkers now, is the original trilogy characters, they're going to be completely done after episode 9. Those bit time paydays for Star Wars, I think is over, because they're not going to have any characters that anyone can relate to. Because I think the sequel trilogy will have left such a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths that they destroyed the original trilogy and those characters, that people won't have a vested interest in Benioff and Weiss as much as they did with this trilogy now.
Yeah, and I think one of the issues they're going to have, even if they go Old Republic, I want to see that, okay? But your casual movie fan is going to be like, Darth who? You know, I mean, you're really casual, only followed the movies.
Yep.
Don't have no, like, you know, Legends knowledge, nothing. Didn't play Knights of the Old Republic, none of that. That's actually going to hurt the box office in a different way, too.
But here's the thing, though, Rhodes.
And now, the only addendum to there might be one more badass big uptick in movies would be if they opt against an Obi-Wan series and decide to do one Obi-Wan movie. That could be a big box office hit if Ewan McGregor comes back.
I think the Obi-Wan thing is going to be on Disney Plus.
I do too.
And then at that, I really have faith in what Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are going to do with Disney Plus. To me, that is the true future of Star Wars right now. It's kind of a downer because it's going from the big screen to the small screen, but I think they're going to put out. I think The Mandalorian is going to be great.
I think really it's going to raise some eyebrows in house too.
Yeah. Now
when the reaction for that comes out, they're going to be like, we need to. I'm calling it now. I still think there is a chance those Star Wars movies get shifted off of theatrical onto Disney Plus. I still believe it.
Talking about Benioff and Weiss?
All of them. All of the future Star Wars movies.
I don't see that, man.
Well, because they don't have to necessarily fulfill the same budgetary equations. In other words, they don't have to run the same marketing for them. Okay, and in other words, if they spend $175 million on budget, they don't have to turn around and spend another. They usually say they spend again the same budget in marketing. They will have built-in marketing because people will already be subscribers. Okay, and they can back advertise those shows before The Mandalorian, before Cassian Andor, before Clone Wars comes on. You get my point. It won't be as much of a risk, and they can apply that Mandalorian technology they use, the VX technology, to the movies that come out and save a bunch of money that way. And they may end up doing that anyway.
Ooh.
But it would save the embarrassment. In other words, let's say they only spend $125 million on a Star Wars movie. When it gets released and it only makes $700 million worldwide, yeah, it made a considerable profit, but a Star Wars movie only made $700 million worldwide. It's just going to fuel us even more, you know. We're going to destroy that, you know.
Yeah. Uncompetitive brings up a good point. Benioff and Weiss should be on Disney Plus, and Kenobi should be in the cinema. That's a good point. I see where you're coming from, but I'm gonna say this.
I don't agree with that anymore. Actually,
I'm gonna say this now. I think I know where you're going with this. With Disney Plus, they can do so much more on Disney Plus, and than what they can do in a trilogy of movies. Because really, if they went 8 to 10 episodes, 1 hour a piece, season 1.
You just got a trilogy.
That's the trilogy right there.
Yeah, you're willing to trade one Obi-Wan movie for what would be the equal of a trilogy of Obi-Wan movies? I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not willing to give up that kind of Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan content. No.
I would much rather see Obi-Wan on Disney Plus than Benioff and Weiss trilogy in the theater. Even though I said it before, the heart and soul of Star Wars is on the big screen. I'm going to stand by that. But we're in a different era than when episode 1 and 6 came out. There wasn't any, Netflix, what's the big thing right now is The Boys. The Boys is on Amazon Prime and everybody's talking about it. We're just in a different time.
Yeah.
Streaming services are probably mostly going to be the future for the most part.
Well, not only that, but in the not too distant future, theatrical releases are going to be available at home.
I was thinking that too.
5 years.
Yeah, think of it. TVs are
About
getting
5
bigger.
years. Yeah.
TVs are getting bigger. I have a 70-inch TV. 15 years ago, if it came out 15 years ago, you know how much the TV would cost? Probably like $30,000.
Yeah.
Because I remember I got those ads for flat screen TVs. They were like $9,000 for like 40 inches, I think. Not even 40 inches, I don't believe. But now you can get those TVs, what, $300 now? No, 1080p easily.
Yeah, I bought a 55, and what I thought it was a really good brand, even though it's already died on me.
Yeah.
3 years ago, I bought a 55, good brand, $5.99.
Yeah. Remember in Back to the Future, in Back to the Future Part 2, Marty McFly's house, he had that bit screen in there with the phone call. I think that's going to be standard pretty much in everybody's house. It's going to be this big 100-inch screen on the wall, and homes will probably be designated that way too by then, 20 years from now. And you'll probably be right. That's the way movies could actually be released, but you'll have to pay for it. It won't be like you can just go through your cable subscriber. It'll be something different.
It'll be set up like pay-per-view. Okay.
Yes.
I've been reading a bunch about this, and the theory is they might charge. They could theoretically charge $29.95, $39.95 for a movie like Endgame. But the theory is, we'll get theoretically people together in groups at home like they do for UFC.
Yep.
And like they do for WrestleMania.
And they'll charge an arm and a leg for it. Like
that's right.
UFC, WrestleMania, that's $99.
You got 10 people in your house watching an Endgame all of a sudden. Everybody's fired up.
Yes, and they charge those prices because they know that people are going to have more than one person watching it. And those big major fights, there's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
And you're talking about niches that are much larger than something like MMA or wrestling.
Yes.
Much, much, much larger.
Yes.
Much bigger reach.
And think of it, the box office is already down 9% from last year. It's a combination of people, staying home watching illegally, and Hollywood is just going woke, and people don't want to be a part of that. So it would make sense just to, they're probably already thinking of what we're talking about already anyway.
Oh yeah. And what you've got right now is you've got two sides of it, and it's really two sides of filmmakers, and they're fighting each other over that.
Yeah.
Some of them think you should do it. Some of them think it shouldn't happen. Like Spielberg, he's against it, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what I think will happen. Let's say, for example, Disney releases a Star Wars movie in 2040, which is, about 20 years from now. So TVs, everybody would have these wall TVs now, and they'll have Disney plus by the end of something, and you're subscribed to that, but you would have to purchase like a pay-per-view of Star Wars Episode 20 then, and it won't be $10 or whatever it is. It'll be like $50, because there's going to they'll probably take the average home probably has 4 or 5 people in it. Mm-hmm. And then they'll take it that way, and you'll get to stream it one time at home. If you want it again, that's another $50. That's the way they'll do it.
Yeah.
Until eventually, if you want to watch it, you can go on the streaming service, because cable TV is going to be gone, I think, in 20 years for sure. Because people are already cutting cords anyway.
Yeah, if it lasts 20 years, I think that's a long estimate. In a decade, maybe. I've kind of got, I've had streaming TV since 2008.
Yeah.
I have not had Dish. I had Dish prior to that, Dish Network for like a decade, but almost 12 years that I haven't had Dish, DirecTV, or cable.
Oh, okay.
It's all been PlayStation View streaming TV or Sling TV or one of those.
Yeah. Benzo H in the house says, "Hey John, what's going on? Looks like we have 18 people watching right now. Could you smash the thumbs up button? We would very, very much appreciate that."
Mary Mayhem is lurking.
Yeah. I just heard some thunder. Guys, in case you guys don't know, me and Rhodes are here in Texas, and it has been hot. It's so hot, the devil doesn't even want to come outside. My yard is burnt. I've been watering that yard twice a day.
Yeah.
It's like brown, and I hear the thunder. I'm so happy because I know the rain is coming, and we need to cool off, man.
It just ended here. It just stormed like a bitch for like 30 minutes straight. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because man, it's been brutal. Oh man. Oh, what about this? Chubby Teddy Monster Productions. He's responding to somebody else. Said, "You remember the Ewoks and the droid cartoons?" Yeah, somebody mentioned about the Ewoks. The Ewok movies. That was Ewok cartoons too. I don't remember. I remember the movies.
Yeah, I think there was Ewok cartoons. And the thing that I hate the most about the droid thing, I was collecting Star Wars figures big time back then.
Okay.
And I didn't buy any of those. And if you've got those now, some of them, oh my God, man, they're ridiculous. There's one out there that is like, I think $10,000 or $20,000. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The only thing I bought out of that was they released a Boba Fett from it, and I had it at one time. I don't have it anymore. So,
yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with the news lately. Last couple of days, I've been kind of out of it. I miss putting out a video 2 out of 3 days. And I got out my one video today, and I just been kind of out of the loop on YouTube like the last 3 days, man.
You had video block. I get it sometimes.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, I really didn't know what to record, man.
I get to the point where I'm like, okay, let me just type in Marvel.
Yeah.
and see what hits. I'm like, nobody cares. Nobody cares about that. Move on to the next subject. Star Wars. Oh yeah, Rey lifts the Death Star. I'll do a video on that.
And that George Lucas news, I could have easily made a video on that, but I just couldn't come up with a way to record it. I know what to say. I don't know. Maybe I was kind of burnt out or something. I have no idea, but it just didn't work.
I should have jumped in 3 days earlier. One of my problems is I have a tendency to want to research something too much before I put a video out.
Yeah.
And whereas I ought to just put it out, just put the damn thing out. I'm like, the hell with it. Everybody else does. I ought to just put it out,
Yeah. Yeah.
But, it is what it is.
Yeah. Oh, man. I think it's pouring down, man. I'm probably going to have to end this because
I was shocked I didn't lose internet, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it really stormed here for about 30 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen because it's really thundering here and that rain is coming down hard.
You've got this storm shelter look on your face right now.
Hey, hold on. Let me take these cans off.
Oh, that's funny. John Matrixx has got his Twister 2 look on his face when Bill Paxton screams, "It's already here."
You know what? I've never actually seen a tornado in person.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you ain't seen Twister. I was about to walk.
No. I've seen Twister. That's a great movie, man. I mean, I haven't seen an actual tornado in person. Now, when I was in the Navy, I saw them over the water. They call those water spouts.
Right.
That's pretty cool to see, actually. kind of scary, considering they're like 2 miles away from you. They're just going down and up, down and up.
Oh,
So,
hell no.
yeah.
Of course, I can't swim, so I'd be like, hell no.
You know what? People, let me tell you something, man, about that. People say, oh, I can't swim. That's why I didn't join the Navy. Man, if you were on those seas and you have to abandon ship, trust me, you won't be swimming. That actually what they have, they give you this rubber duck. You tie it around you. You jump in the water. You pull this string. It inflates. You go up, and you go right to the lifeboat. You're not going to be swimming in the Atlantic Ocean. You're just not. No, you're just not.
Hey, didn't you have to go through a bunch of swimming stuff like in basic though?
In basic training, only thing I did was you have to go off this diving board. It's about 15 feet in the air. You have to dive in like this, and you have to swim in this Olympic pool, and that's about it. And that's the last time I swam. I don't swim. And actually, I didn't really know how to swim, so they gave you swimming lessons. If you want to call them swimming lessons, I still wasn't any good at it. I mean, I can float, and then I can like swim to the edge, and that was it.
I'm going to tell you a funny story. My sister has been a lifeguard since she was a teenager. Now she's a coach, a high school basketball coach, but in the summers she was a lifeguard and she taught swimming lessons.
Huh.
To this day, she will tell you I'm the only person she ever failed at teaching how to swim. She tried like 4 times. And I would just like go to the bottom, and you know how some people are like, you'll swim your way back to the top. No, didn't. Tried, but didn't.
And I took swimming lessons as a kid too.
Yeah, I did. Oh, I took them.
I'm just not good at swimming.
Yeah,
I am just not good at swimming at all.
Yeah, I was a hot mess.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, most of the time, yeah, I guess theoretically, I did swim my way out of it. But once I got back out of the water, I was like, I'm not doing that again. I thought I was going to die the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up right now. One thing, I'm starving to death. I haven't eaten since 7 o'clock this morning. I've been just busy all day. And I've actually been up since 1 o'clock this morning. No, about 1:30 this morning. Couldn't fall back to sleep.
Ooh.
Yeah, couldn't fall back to sleep. So I was just laying in bed on my tablet with my headphones on, doing nothing.
Every time I woke up, I was thinking about my dog.
Yeah.
Because she, I mean, I knew I was going to have to take her to the vet. I knew something was wrong. And then when we got up there this morning, I was just like, oh no,
Yeah.
So, and she's not here tonight.
Oh, she's still at the vet for observation?
Yeah, she just had surgery 3 hours ago. So she's fine. She's going to be fine.
That's good.
But they saved her life. I mean, she was going to die if she hadn't had the surgery. So
yeah. Oh, there's my dog barking.
All right.
I don't know if you can hear her or not.
Yeah.
You can? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She hates thunder. And
she's barking at it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's barking at the thunder.
My Shih Tzu does that. He gets, I mean, really like he's doing something. I'm like, dude, you're 14 pounds. Get back.
The worst thing is when my yard guy comes, and he mows the yard, she goes crazy. She will bark nonstop for like, I don't know, it takes him, I guess, 25 minutes or so nonstop. It's a nightmare. I can't record, can't even live stream, nothing, because she just goes crazy.
That's good.
Yeah. Anyway, it's thundering. She's barking. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. And thanks to everybody that came out. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on the way out. And I'm going to do better at putting out videos. I may record something today because Star Wars Resistance is canceled. I don't know who watched it. I saw one episode. It was terrible.
I made it through three whole episodes.
And you made it through more than me, man. I could not do it.
And I tried the fourth episode like 7 times. I couldn't do it. I gave up.
Yeah. Sorry. So, guys, have a good night. We're going to be back on my channel live on Friday night, 8 p.m. I don't remember our top 10 that we're gonna do. We'll talk about it offline. I don't even remember what it is.
We could float the top 10 we were going to do on my channel.
Oh yeah. Top 10 action stars.
Yeah, not characters, stars.
Yeah, we can do that then. Okay. So see you guys Friday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on this channel. Be safe, stay dry. Peace. We're out.